I still don't have a fan.
Oh, well. Well, that's
so
okay.
We're just gonna hit this dinosaur, and that's gonna be my fan.
That's fine. Dinosaurs, fans, they're all the same. It's fine.
It works.
It works. And hello, and welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and where you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl Lana, your resident evil diva, here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea purr. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I myself am currently just drinking water because hydration is important and water gives you clear skin, period. But of course, if I was drinking anything else, I would probably be drinking it out of my cup mug.
Cup mug.
Da 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 da. Cup mug.
Cup mug. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
And you can get your own cup mug or your cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com with a description to be in the link below. And we do ship internationally and domestically. So there are no excuses. And I'm looking at you, UK. And I'm looking at you. You know who else
right there?
I'm looking at you, Don. Yep.
Ooh, looking at me.
I'm looking at you.
Looking at me.
I'm looking at you. Get your cup mug. Purr.
I need to get a cup mug. I really do. And speaking of cup mugs, my name is Dawn Stone. Tampa's Galaxy Gamer Girl, that diva, that girl, that bitch, also known as Kev sometimes. I don't know. It kind of fluctuates. I completely forgot to grab a drink. So never mind. I don't have, you know what? I have an empty Fuzzy's Taco Shop cup right next to me. So we're going to pretend that this has water in it because there's water. I'm in Florida. Humidity is everywhere. There is water in this cup. Exactly. It's in there. It's in there.
Period.
Well,
we are here and we're talking about UK Drag Race UK episode 4. And it was an episode.
It was definitely an episode that happened, right?
It happened. I watched it. So
you watched it.
Mm-hmm.
You watched it, and things went down. Things happened.
Well, Kev, Dawn. Why don't you tell Kev, Dawn, Kev,
whichever
you are. Why don't we tell the people what happened? What happened? Because first we came back into the workroom.
We came back into the workroom. No one was eliminated again. So we came back in, and let's see, they're just talking about, still top 9. We're still here. We're still doing it. Wasn't there was something that happened, right? It's been a minute. Was there something that happened?
I mean, they congratulated Cara for the win.
Oh, yeah. Cara got her win.
For her win. So, yay to that. And really, they were talking about how Cara and Tomara gave out a really good lip sync. It was a good lip sync between the two of them. I kind of enjoyed it myself, too.
It was a good lip sync.
It was a good lip sync. Something happened. No, not really much happened.
No, I don't think too much happened.
I don't think
the roommates lip synced, and then we move on, and it's the next day in the workroom, and RuPaul comes in, and there was a mini challenge.
Yes, there was
to
definitely
do the protein shake mini challenge. There was a mini challenge that existed. They had to talk about protein shakes, and we saw things.
SPNK.
SPNK.
That was
they were selling their own SPNK right in front of us.
They had 15 minutes to get into quick drag and do their come with their tagline. It was a photo shoot. Oh, and Raven joined them in the workroom, and everybody
Yes.
was very excited to see Raven.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to come up with their own tagline and a a funny bit about the protein shake of SPNK.
Mm-hmm. I love that mullet that Raven had on. That was sickening. Like that hair, that big. I was like, ooh, yes. I love that they kind of just brought it in for a mini challenge because usually on Drag Race UK and Down Under, they usually bring in Raven to give critiques. But I love that they're like,
Mm-hmm.
we're just gonna bring her in for funsies. Like, there's no reason why she's here. She's just taking some photos, having a good time.
Right, that's it. And Rue was like, Raven, do you know how to take pictures? She was like, no. She's like, no, I don't know.
No, I don't.
No.
But are we gonna take them? Yes,
Yes.
yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Mhm. I feel like at this point, if they don't have a Raven cameo on a Drag Race season, is it even Drag Race?
Oh,
Like
well.
you haven't been watching Drag Race for too long, but
Mm-mm.
usually like because Raven is RuPaul's makeup artist, right?
Yes, I did know
Yeah.
that.
So Raven pretty much is coming in every single season of UK or every single season of Down Under at least once, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even last year, RuPaul actually got sick during UK, so Raven took over as host for an episode.
Oh, wow.
So like actually Michelle walked the runway and Raven was in RuPaul's spot.
Oh,
Yeah, because
okay.
like it was really interesting. So like I feel like at this point, if there isn't Drag Race UK without a Raven cameo, it
It's
isn't
not
Drag
really
Race
Drag
UK.
Race. Got
It ain't
it.
Drag Race.
It ain't Drag
So
Race at
yeah, it's
all.
always good to see her. And our winner of that mini challenge was Tamara Thomas, right?
Yeah, yeah. Tomorrow won. That's why I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember who won. I couldn't remember, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she stuffed all those socks
Stocks in her.
down there. I think
Mm-hmm.
there was something.
There was something in there, but she stuffed them down there and she gave her. I thought this mini challenge was pretty funny. I thought a lot of people had really good taglines. I thought some of them were really funny.
Mhm.
Most
Yeah, some
most
of them
of
were
them to
really
me were
funny.
funny.
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed kind of the concept of it where that like who said like don't get it in your eye? And I was like,
It was Naomi Carter.
Naomi
Oh, I
Naomi
thought it was
Carter
funny.
when she
Naomi
does
Carter.
that big Doncaster accent that she
Yes,
has.
yes,
So funny.
so
Like
funny. I can't get enough of her. Like that voice
me
is
neither.
everything.
Like she is literally like like that voice is literally going to get her just so far in life.
I would hope so.
Hmm.
Deserved because when she was like, "Don't get it in your eye," I can't do it. I can't do it. But it was
Don't
just
get
so
it in
funny.
your eye.
It was so funny. It was like that voice reminded me. It's like a mix between a pirate and a like
Like a
a
like
British
a
pirate.
like a Cockney like that like when you think of like British people like and you think of like not the typical like posh British person but like very
Yeah.
like in my chimney sweep.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that's what it gives. That's exactly what it gives.
That's what
So
and I
like,
love it. I
oh
love
my
it.
god, me too.
And I love when she
Me,
just it's just even in her like just regular conversation voice, it's so good to me. I was like, I just could listen to her talk all day. It's so
hmm
good.
yes, literally, it's amazing. Um, and honestly, like Loki robbed in that episode, and then we go on to RuPaul announcing the Maxi Challenge. Speaking of,
Yeah.
and they are doing a parody of Masterclass called Disaster Class,
Hmm.
where they have to do these panels where they kind of have to make it funny, but they have to talk about these specific categories, which I think it was party, love,
Work,
and work.
work. Yep.
Yes. And I thought that was
And
a really like we've done something similar to this before on Drag Race on All Stars,
mhm.
where they had to do it, but it was more of like it was more about getting personal,
Mm,
while this
okay.
challenge was like get a little bit personal but
But
really
make it
make it
funny.
funny.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I liked kind of the concept of that. What did you think overall of the idea of the challenge?
I like the challenge actually because I thought it was a good opportunity to show their funny side without it being stand up comedy. You know what I mean? It's not like
Ye-
come out and just tell jokes. It was here's a topic, here's a what you need to talk about, but it can be real, but you got to make it a little funny. Like it was, I enjoyed the concept of this, and I enjoyed the way they went about putting it, and I enjoyed how the teams got selected because Tamara, as the winner of the mini challenge, got to pick the teams for everybody, and she ended up picking Ginger and Michael Marouli.
Michael.
Michael
Mm-hmm.
Marouli.
Michael Marouli.
I can't say that name without saying Michael Marouli.
You can say Michael Marouli from
Yeah, I have
Brooklyn, New York.
from Brooklyn. I have to say Michael Marouli. But and so then she put Cara, Banksie, and oh,
Vicki Vivacious.
Vicki Vivacious. I was saying about to say Vicki. I couldn't think of what her last name was. Vicki Vivacious, and then she put Naomi Carter, um, Naomi DeDeLicious,
DeDeLicious,
and
and
Kate Bush.
Kate Butch.
Butch.
Love Kate Butch.
Love
Oh
Kate
my
Bush.
god. Like
I
I want to we
Go
just
ahead.
need to take a this is this the Kate Butch interlude for the day?
Please do, because
Oof.
I have to take a moment because I said it last week and I'll say it again. Kate Butch is becoming one of my favorite queens in this series. Like she
Mm-hmm.
is so good and funny, and she makes me laugh every single time she is on my screen. I'm loving Kate Butch. I'm like, I didn't expect that preseason. Like I
Mm-hmm.
didn't expect her to be that queen for me. That is like protect her with at all costs. Protect Kate at all costs because I adore her. I simply adore her.
I absolutely agree. I think what's so different about Kate Butch's humor, specifically when it comes to her like as a queen, is that you
Hmm.
can tell it's really coming out as herself. It's not like she's trying to play like it's not like she's trying to like intentionally place a joke for her brand
Yes.
or like it just feels like it comes so naturally.
Yes.
And that's what I love about it is that it never
Oh,
feels like she always knows where to put a joke exactly where you don't expect it.
yes.
Like, which is kind of what's so fun about it is that like you don't ever know like when she's being serious or when she's gonna crack that joke. Like the whole thing about the horse, so
Yes.
funny.
Uh,
Like when she
she,
pulled out the name Brad Pitt, sent me last episode. Like
I first of all did
the
not even expect her to be Shania Twain. Like I wasn't expecting that at all. But then when she did it and she did it so beautifully, I was like, you are simply a genius. Like this is it
uh-huh.
was so amazing. It was so amazing. And this week she still never disappointed me. Like every single time she was on the screen, I was laughing out loud and cracking up laughing. And I watched this morning at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I am down there laughing my butt off. And my sister's like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry." It's just
Mm-hmm.
so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so good. Okay. That was our Kate Bush
That was our Kate
admiration
Butch
moment.
interlude.
Oh, yep, our admiration moment of the day. Okay. So, so we get back to the teams are separated and they have their tomorrow and them gets party. Car and them gets love, and Naomi and them gets work. So they all separate, go off and do their thing. Rue comes back into the workroom and talks to each group about where they were going. It was pretty typical. She gave them some really good tips, I think, on how to make it more universal, not just very much into
Yeah.
your own world, because you are doing a master class, which is supposed to go for a bunch of people. So it should be more universal to just how the little group that you work within. And everybody got that kind of advice of how to make it more universal, how to make it more personal, not making it too sad, because like I think the love groups, when they were talking, their stuff was a little heavy because it was a lot
Mm-hmm.
of emotions and real life personal stories that they needed to lighten it up just a little bit to make it more funny so it could get that balance, because I think that's what it was. They needed a balance. Everybody should have balanced the funny with the personal or the funny with the real life. Like, yes, give them a lesson, but it's still supposed to be a disaster class. So even in masterclass, the show, it's always
Mhm.
funny stories and antidotes and all these little things mixed
Yeah.
in with life lessons and tips on how to get this and how to do this. But it's always some kind of funny moments. So I think that was a good.
Yeah. No, I think, like, RuPaul always has this way of giving these very obvious hints to
Hmm.
people. And sometimes you can tell it's a little bit of production meddling to try and get somebody to kind of falter. Um,
Hmm.
but also it can but also it can be used to be like, are you sure you want to do that specifically?
Right.
Like, because I think you'd be a great fill-in, probably Cher, knowing RuPaul. I think you should do this entire thing as Cher and just go, oh, I'm here for my
Well,
master class, bitch. And then you know what? They probably would have won because that's how RuPaul works.
exactly. If RuPaul gives you a little bit of advice, you might want to take it because that's what she wants to see. Obviously, I think.
Absolutely. We've seen it before sometimes where people won't take her advice and
Hmm.
prove her wrong, but that's a very rare occasion. Very, very rare occasion. You have to be so confident in what you're pulling out
Hmm.
where it'll go through and you'll make RuPaul laugh. Let's see, like, literally, like, and that's the thing is that if they can make RuPaul laugh, though, that's how you win this challenge. That's how you win any challenge. But if they take that little bit of personal touch and make it funny, you're set for life. Um, oh, and another thing about this challenge, I think that's really interesting. So sorry, I don't mean to like keep talking.
Go ahead, keep going.
Um, but is that you also have to communicate well with your group. Like you have to have that good flow when
Right.
you're because that's like you have to create that good comic timing with other people, and I think that's what makes it so different from something like a stand-up challenge as well. So you have
Hmm.
to make sure you're including the two other people without any
Overstep
type
like.
of yeah. Like, you
Hmm.
can't be playing a character, but you can't also be cracking jokes the entire time because then where's the personableness of it all?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Of course, of course. And you have to make sure, like you said, you're working as a group, so you don't want to be stepping over people on their lines and on
Yeah.
their thing, and taking all the shine for you, and you leaving the other people
Yeah.
hanging. So it's kind of, yeah, it's a balance,
It's
a give
a
and take.
it's a very tricky, very, very tricky challenge. So I knew that it was gonna be kind of a very much a hit or a miss going into
Hmm.
this episode.
Hmm.
So yeah, no, I thought though, I will probably just get into the challenge now, right?
Yep. We get into the
Let's
challenge.
So the first group, if I remember correctly, was
Oh,
Naomi,
oh,
Dee Dee. Oh,
oh! Wait, I just thought about it because we before we get into the challenge, we had our Emmy moment of the day because we talked about Vicki and Banksy were talking about their relationship.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh
and they
my
were
god.
talking. Yeah, we were talking about the relationship, and Vicki was talking about how she met her partner online and how they are in an open relationship, and so it works for them to be able to be together, but know that yeah, we can have little things on the side, but we're the core. And she was like
Mhm.
mentioning how yeah, some people might not agree, some people might not understand, but it works for us, and that's how we. She was that's how I feel like love should be, where it's not just what the people who think what the norm is. It should be whatever you decide is what's good for you and your partner, and if it works, it works. And so she was talking about that, and Banksy was talking about how because they both had interesting stories about their relationships that they just never thought they would actually be. Like Banksy was like, "I'm gay. I'm very much gay," and then I fall in love with this person who turns out to be a trans woman, and told her that she was a trans woman like 6 months into the relationship,
Mhm.
and they were very shocked that I had to process all of this because I'm a gay man, and I thought I was very much leaning towards men in people who I wanted to be in relationships with, but I fell in love with this person. And she said that's why for me love is not about falling in love with a particular gender, or it's about the person. And he was like, even my family is still trying to process all of this because they were like, I thought you were gay. I was like, I am. But this person is who I want to be with, who just happens to be a trans woman. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like it was just one of those things where love is love, and he had to. Is that even that was a process for me to go through and realize that love is love. It's not about the person, the whoever a gender or role. It's about the person. And I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's beautiful. I found it
Yeah,
to be very
no, absolutely. Like I'm very much in the Cara Melle situation of that whole thing. So
mm-hmm.
I don't have like too much experience in that area,
Same with
but
me.
you know, so like it's hard to like process that myself. But I think that sentiment was very, very beautiful from um well from both actually sentiments were very, very beautiful
Mm-hmm.
from Banksy and Vicky. So that conversation I absolutely loved. And I'm excited to see like hopefully like some further development into like their into these queens' personal lives, and that's something I think UK does very well compared to like other series. Like, is that you really feel like you know these queens by the end, like
Mm,
you know them,
that's
and that's
beautiful.
something. Yeah, that. So I'm really excited to see what they. Um, I really enjoyed this Emily moment. Is really what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I did. I feel like I understand because I am that following the caramel situation myself. Even
Yeah,
as I'm as old as I am, it's I've just never been there. Never felt like
yeah,
I've been in love with anybody. I've liked somebody. I had some
right.
deep feelings for somebody, but it's never been love. I've never been like, you know what? I love this person. I am head over
Yeah,
heels in love. And but it's okay because their stories, Banksy and Vicky, also gives me hope. Like there is love to be
absolutely.
found
Yeah.
out there. And so it's like, yeah, I might not be lucky in love yet, but that doesn't mean it won't ever happen for me.
Hmm.
And their story gave me that kind of hope. And it's like, and then Banksy even opened up to more like, it's not about what I think I like. Sometimes it could be just what you never expected you like, and you just happen to fall in love with a person. And that's beautiful to me. I'm like, okay, well, there we go. Don't be so closed minded about who you think you're supposed to be with. Just let it be, I guess.
Absolutely.
All
And
right.
on that, that was our Emmy moment interlude. We had the Kate
Mm-hmm.
Butch interlude and now our Emmy moment interlude. And now we're going to the interlude that is about the actual challenge itself.
Oh,
So,
so wait.
ooh,
So are you saying we're going into the hold on. Dang it. I was trying to be ready. Oh, okay. We're going into the
ooh,
okay.
holiday
Oh,
reasons.
okay. I love
But
that.
that is cute. I didn't know that was a thing.
That
Oh
is a
my God.
thing.
Um, no, but I really love what do you think specifically about the challenge overall? Like,
I I love the challenge. I thought the challenge was amazing. We, I love the challenge. I did. I really thought it was good. Um, did I think everybody did great?
uh,
No.
uh,
We had some
uh,
moments,
where's
but
my
I don't think anybody did horrible. I just think
yeah.
it was just kind of like you know.
Like, yeah, I think some people got a little bit too wrapped up in the whole personal part of it
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
then didn't make it too funny.
Yes.
And I think the first group that we had was Work, which was
Oh
Naomi Carter,
no, was it?
DeDeLicious. Yeah, Dee Naomi, and Kate Butch were the first.
Oh, yep. You're right. Mhm. Mhm.
Yep. DeDeLicious, Naomi Carter, and Kate Butch, and their category was Work.
Mhm.
And Lana, what did you think about all of their individual performances and their um collaboration as a group, their what's the word I'm looking
They're
for,
dynamic.
flow, their dynamics? Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I thought they had a good concept. It was because like I said, the concept was work. The word was work. And they talked about work in drag and how they all had their different journeys in drag. And so Dee Dee was like the MC of the host of it all, and she was going on about you how working as a drag queen, how it could be hard, but it can be fun and fulfilling and all this other things. And I I think first her how she went about it was really good. I actually enjoyed it. My favorite part of it was when she did the whole their acronyms or
The TWAT and the
the DILDO first for Didi was
of it
dildo.
all.
Yeah, the
Oh
dildo
my
of it
god, so
all.
funny.
That was so funny, and they broke it down on how you could do that. And then I thought she did a really decent job at
Hmm.
explaining it, being a little funny, and giving us a little. She was personable, but then gave us a little. You know what I mean? It was kind of cute. Naomi was next, and she was talking about getting paid as a drag queen. Now she didn't have the jokes. She didn't have the jokes,
Or the
but
lashes.
or the lashes appear. Or the lashes.
Or the lashes.
No lashes, girl. But I was like, okay. It wasn't as funny, but she was likable. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I wasn't like, oh god, this is horrible. I was actually listening, and I'm like,
Yeah, she did a good
girl,
job at
I was
actually explaining the
explaining.
panel.
Right. I was like, I'm not a drag queen, and I'm not gonna be working, but if I ever decided to, I'm gonna listen to these
Hmm.
tips. Let me write this down. Like
Right.
it was I was listening, I was invested, and then of course her voices go always drag me in because I just love her voice so much. But then
Then
Kate Bush,
the Kate Butch of it
the
all.
Kate Butch
The
of it
Kate,
all.
the makeup got
Oh,
lost in a house fire of it all.
house. That was the
That got me
funniest
so
line.
good. That
I
was
got
so funny. My makeup skills got lost in a house fire.
lost in a
Like,
house fire. I was like,
so good.
oh,
So
she
good.
was just so on it. Every little punchline that she was making, she nailed it. It was
Hmm.
so good. I laughed at everything she was talking about. And when she was like, when she first started, she said, I learned today that 4 drinks is too much. So I was
Such
like,
a good callback. Because that's what
oh,
RuPaul loves. RuPaul loves a good callback to something that
oh,
like they were critiqued on.
yes.
Like, so funny.
It was
So
so
funny.
good. It was so funny. Like she simply nailed it. If this wasn't a team challenge, to me, she was the
Oh,
funniest person.
oh, 1000%. What,
Like
like, if it was just dependent on the challenge, she would have won.
she should have, because she was hilarious. She was
Absolutely.
hilarious. She nailed everything. She hit every button on the head. So
Absolutely.
I kind of I like this group, but yeah.
Yeah. No, Kate Butch carried this group.
Hmm.
If we're being completely, I think, but overall they had a very safe performance.
Yes.
1000%. And
Hmm.
then we go on to group two, which was Michael Marouli,
Like,
Tamara Thomas, and
hmm.
Jason, and their category was party. And they went ready to go about it like they were partying like like the
The
Northern Gales,
northeast,
like party like the
the
Northern,
northeast girls,
which
Geordie
I found
girls.
which I found was such a really cool concept that they kind of took it as, because
It's
they're like, what do we
smart.
all have in common? We're all from the same place. What is our place known
Hmm.
for? How to
Partying.
party. So we're just gonna go and we're gonna take that category that was given, the advice that RuPaul gave us, not teaching the Southerners how to party like Northerners, but how to teach everybody around the world to
How to
party like
party.
a Northern English person. And
Yep.
I thought that was so good.
It was
And
so good.
I love how they did the uh-huh,
Uh,
like
uh,
so like
so
so good.
good.
Michael did an amazing job moderating. Tomorrow,
Hmm.
when the turkey fell out of her,
I I screamed when they were
when the
like,
teeth.
oh, they were like, we see what she's doing wrong. She's wearing a coat. And Northern girls never, ever, 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 ever wear a coat and cover
Mhm.
up. It's just
No,
like,
ma'am.
unless we shoplifted. Ploop. I was
Right.
like,
You know,
I died.
girl,
That was
so good.
it. That was it. I was like, oh God.
Hmm.
They absolutely 1000% slayed this competition. Everything
Oh,
about their performance was right. There was no lulls, there was no not funny moments. I was invested in all three of them. Everything about this performance was spot on. 100%.
oh, down. Like there was literally nothing that was wrong with this performance at all.
Mm-mm.
I think they did really sickening. Like, this is one of the funniest performances I've ever seen overall
Wow.
on any challenge. Like, I would say in a hot minute.
Me too,
So,
honestly. Because like acting challenges and things like that I've been watching, I've not been that impressed with a lot of people.
well, you've also
But
been watching Drag Race Germany.
I've
So,
been well, I mean, all out of all the
out
franchises
of
that
all
I've
of them,
been
though.
watching, the challenges, the acting challenges just haven't been that good. And then I was
And
like, ah,
what's so cool about UK drag is that all of their drag is really about just having a camp old time. Like,
mm,
that's really what they do, is they do drag to have a good time and to party. Like, and they all know how to, like, talk on the mic. They all know how to have that kind of comedy aspect to them. And that's what makes UK drag so unique and so special compared to other places around the world, is that they're always going to pinpoint that comedy correctly.
mm-hmm. And
Always.
they did that. They ate that up. There's nothing more I could say that they were just perfection.
Oh yeah. And then we're on to the third group who had to follow them up,
Whoop, unfortunately.
which was Banksy, Cara Melle, and Vicki Vivacious, who had to talk about love. And I think the Emmy moment kind of took away all this specialness
Mm-hmm.
from this
Performance.
category, because I
Mm-hmm.
felt like everything they talked about was already talked about previously, and they didn't add anything new to the performance that made me go, "Oh my god," you know?
Right. The only thing that we didn't see from the Emmy moment was Kara's moment and how Kara felt. And even then, I was kind of like, but where is the? Because like she had a good concept because she was like, I'm going to talk about not being in love, but having loving myself and having self love. So because
Mhm.
if I can't love myself, I can't love anybody else and all that other stuff. And we only got a snippet of that, like a very little piece at the end of she was
Mhm.
like, oh, I didn't find love, but I love myself. And da da da. And I'm like, that's it. Like
Yeah.
that's it. Like she could have had a
Very
whole lot more.
yeah, I agree. Um, and I just found it very, like, and they kept messing up each other's names, which
Banksy
I was
was forgetting the whole lines. I was like, oh no.
like, how are they forgetting each other's names in these moments? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it was really wild to
I'm about to say
watch.
Vicky called Cara Banksy and Banksy forgot Cara's introduction. I'm like, what is
This is
happening?
too much.
It was
Too
just a
much.
train wreck, honestly. I felt
Yeah,
like
like
Vicky had some good moments, decent moments. And I think all of them had a good moment, but it was just very individual instead of group. Like there was no group dynamic. It was very individually based. And that's what threw it off. It was like, ooh, it
you
wasn't
tell your story, I tell my story. Want to talk about yours, like, girl?
yeah, it just it wasn't it. It
It
wasn't
was
it.
not.
It wasn't it.
But yeah, overall though, I really did enjoy. I really think that Kate plus the middle group
hmm
really did slay this challenge.
Yeah.
So, and now we're on to the runway, and we got the judges up here.
Let's
We got
let's let's move.
ooh,
We're gonna move
ooh,
that because other side, bigger side. Yep,
ooh,
there we
something's
go.
coming out of your mic, girl.
I
Ooh,
got
ooh,
it.
you got it. Okay, period. No, but this is RuPaul looks like she's on vacation.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
it. So we'll do
Um,
that. The judges. That's what they look
the
like.
judge RuPaul's on vacation.
mhm.
She's here.
Mhm.
Michelle has 3 ponytails for some reason.
And there's a disco ball. Mhm.
Alan Carr's in a suit.
Yep.
And then there's our guest judge, who I don't
There's
know.
she's an actress.
Slay, I guess.
Period.
And then, ooh, Slaycation time.
Slaycation. Up first
And
is DeDeLicious.
Nicki Minaj herself on dressing up as Jinx Monsoon on have you seen Jinx Monsoon?
yes.
Yeah, she looks like Jinx Monsoon in this.
Yeah.
And
I yeah. Wow.
Yeah, but honestly though, like it's cute. I actually really like this. I love a good flowy outfit. I wish it was. I see that she was kind of trying to take like the JLo Versace runway, a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of inspiration from that, but kind of mix it with like Downton Abbey.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's kind of weird, but like it makes sense in my mind. Like that's what she's going for, mixed with like a MILF. So
Okay.
I like this. I wish she had a nude lip instead of that hot bright pink though.
Okay.
That's kind of my only critique. I love this hair color on her. I like how it
Mm-hmm.
complements the outfit. But yeah, I think if she just had a different lip color, this would have been mwah, perfection.
I love a good hat moment. I am here for a good hat moment. I'm a fan of a good hat moment, and this is a good hat moment. I love it.
Hats on
I
wigs.
hats on wigs. I love, and I love that she wrapped the baby up in the same fabric that she's
Mhm.
wearing. It's kind of cute. I do also love a good flowy moment. I love the thigh high slit. And then when she took it off, and it was a bikini underneath, and we had the thong, and her
Mhm.
butt was cheeks was hanging out. I was like, okay, cool, work, diva. I thought this was a good look. I'm not mad at the look. I see. I like that she kept her makeup to match the nude illusion bodysuit underneath it, so it could all be one tone. So it's not like
Yes.
my makeup is a darker tone, and then I have this very light pale bodysuit underneath it in the tights. It looks like that skin. All of that is skin, and I appreciate that. I
Mhm.
overall I think this is a very good look for
I
Dee Dee.
agree. Mhm.
Scores.
My cup is full.
I am going to give it a 95. It's a good look.
Work a good 95.
Good
Then we got Kate
95.
Butch
Okay, Butcher
in
in
her
her
Amazon wetsuit. She
but
admitted on
rhinestone. But rhinestone.
it is rhinestone. Um,
Mm-hmm.
this is a look that she wore down the runway.
Yep.
It is a look, and there's a net on it. There's a
Yep.
belt, a scuba snorkel
A scuba snorkel with rhinestones. Mm-hmm.
with shoes with rhinestones,
Yep.
flippers with rhinestones, um, and a
That get
nose contour that is nosing.
mm-hmm. I mean, her makeup skills got lost in the house fire, so what do we expect?
Yeah, no, you know what? No, and our condolences,
Our
our
condolences to your makeup skills.
condolences to
Mm-hmm.
your
Mm-hmm.
makeup skills, Kate Butch, if you're ever watching this. But yeah, no, my only critique, like, actually, no, I'm not even gonna look at the outfit
Not
because we know how
only.
we feel about we know how we feel about the outfit. But I love Kate Butch, so I don't care. Um, and like RuPaul says, everybody has a shade of blonde, and
That
this
ain't
is
it.
not hers. This
Not
is not
hers at
hers.
all. No,
No.
no, nope.
And I
No, no.
guess she left out, but RuPaul asked if she sewed this cat or if she sewed this cat suit, and she said yes, even though she ordered it off of Amazon. But she was like, "Hey, you got to get your points where you can."
Period.
So I was like, you know what? I don't even blame her. I don't blame her for lying.
I
But
mean,
no,
I
I
would
think.
lie too.
But back to the makeup, like I was gonna say, if she's contouring way too much of the sides of her nose. Like I don't know why all of that is in her contour shade when all she has to do is just put it right here. But that comes with time. I think that hopefully Dee Dee can give her some nose contouring tips in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But and yeah, no, this is a look.
It's a look. Her shoes kept getting caught up in that net, and I was like, "Oh, Kate, I love you.
We love you,
We
Kate.
love you, but this look,
You have
girl,
a fantastic personality.
amazing." Um,
Amazing.
scores.
I duh. No, I'm kidding. You know
I would
what?
be
I think
like,
should we just bring out where is it? Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one.
"Oh no."
That's that. Wait, no, where is it? There it is. I think I'm just gonna put this here, just because I don't know what else to think about it.
Oh,
I don't know how to
um,
think about it. I really don't.
uh,
So I'm just gonna.
um,
I can't give it a score because I don't feel like it is scoreable.
uh, um, okay. I am going to score. I'm going to score.
Okay.
I'm going to score. because I have to score Kate because I love Kate. But it's only because of my love for Kate that I have to give something. It's not gonna be much, but it's gonna be something. I'm
See,
gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 10 for your personality. 10, 10, 10s across the board. Your personality is a 10, honey. But this
Mama,
outfit,
personality, Ocean Gate.
Ocean
Personality,
Gate.
Ocean
But
Gate.
but when I put the Ocean Gate with the pleed, that gives me a 10. So
See,
there we
like,
have it.
I, see, the thing is, I'm just trying to protect her from the score. That's why I gave what I gave.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I had.
Like,
Yeah,
I couldn't score her because
I
I just
love
love her
her,
so much.
but I have to give you a 10,
Anyways,
Kate.
moving on to Miss
Miss,
Naomi
yeah,
Call.
we call.
I like this look. I think
I
this
do
is
too.
cute.
I do too.
I just wish it was like
More.
like it wasn't an actual snowsuit, but it was like one of those fashion ones that you see all the time and like all the neons, and there's just like skin tight to her.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if this was like shrink wrapped to her body,
Mm.
I think I would have liked it 10 times better because it is so wrinkly. But overall, I do like the concept of this look. I just feel like it looks like she's actually going on a ski vacation and she's high fashion rather than going down a runway on a ski vacation and being high fashion, if that makes sense.
Yes. Yes. She's one of those girls who's like, I'm going on vacation, but I have to look good. And, instead of being, I have to be a runway, super fierce runway child, but ski concept. You know what I mean? Yeah, if there was one of those skin tight ski concept outfits with those furry boots and I want more fur,
Yes.
like more fur on the boots, more fur on the hands, but the skin tight suit
Oh yeah.
with the goggles, I think it would be amazing. But yeah, I
Yeah.
still
And if the
like the
goggles were
concept.
in the hair.
Oh yes, goggles of
Yeah.
pure love. I would have loved that, but I still like the concept, and her makeup is pretty. I love the wig because I love a big wig. But
She
yeah,
executed the concept.
yes,
She has lashes on.
yes, she does. Hmm.
She got
So
rid of that little Demi.
not the
So I'm
Demi.
proud of her for that.
She put a big one on there. So yeah,
Yeah.
scores.
I'm gonna get I just because I really want to like it more than I do. I'm gonna give it a 75.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 70. Actually, I think it's
Okay.
good. I think it's good.
I would say we're kind of in the same area here.
Yeah, we're there.
Tomara Thomas.
See, this is a ski girl, fashion girl who
Yes.
happened to be going with the skiing concept on a runway, but a skiing
Mhm.
concept
She's like, oh my god, it's so cold. I had to cover up. But like,
with my
she's
fur
literally,
bikini
but she's pretty much naked. But
naked.
I kind of love the camp of it all.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I hate it at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I absolutely despise. Like, it's so bad that it's good, but like, it's
Oh.
actually so good, but it's bad. See, she does the goggles and the hair. She does the goggles on the
Mm-hmm.
hat.
On the hat.
Mm-hmm. But
But her face is so beautiful.
she's beautiful.
She's beautiful. Like she's beautiful.
Beautiful. So
And her
I
body
keep
is sickening.
it is sickening. It is very sickening. But I'm like, girl, I don't know how to feel about it. It's
I
another
like it.
I like it? Question
I I like because see, and even with this picture, I like the way the movement of the coat. Like
Yeah.
you can see that coat is just washing, wishing down that runway. I like this look. I thought she looked beautiful. I like the campness of it. Her makeup is stunning. I like the goggles and the hat and all of that. I like it.
I feel like Eve the Bunny is gonna read us for our taste level again.
Ah!
You know
She
she
might.
is.
She might. And I'm gonna have to ask her, but like what look at I'm
What do
gonna
you
have to
think of
ask her.
this?
I
Like,
like it
I mean,
though. My taste level might be
yes.
talked about, but I like it. So scores, Dawn.
65.
87. I like it. I like
Mhm.
it. Michael
Michael
Marouli.
Bolton. I like this a
Oh,
lot. I like this more than I should. I'm gonna just say, like, the postcard saved her on this runway.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you took away the postcard, Mama, she's in a swimsuit with a
She's
beach
in a
ball.
swimsuit.
She's
Yep.
in a swimsuit with a beach ball. But it is, I do like it because the postcard kind of brings that camp factor that it's like attached to her back. She has the martini, she has the beach ball. If I saw this at a club, I would be screaming. I can
Mm-hmm.
tell you that right now. If she walked out in this giant camp postcard, which honestly should have been steamed a little bit more, but because there's a bunch of wrinkles on the top there.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like I really like this look.
See, I think I'm the opposite. I don't like it because it's just a swimsuit and a beach ball, but something stuck to her back. I'm like, girl, that's it. Like it's a piece of cardboard stuck to your back with some. Uh, uh, I think that's my. I mean, I want to like
Uh-huh.
it.
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
yeah, I want to like it more I I do. But I'm just
Are
like
the-
you wearing a little swimsuit number with
yeah.
a cardboard stuck to your back. Sure, it's cute concept with the postcard, but I'm like,
Ooh, and she needed some more tights because if you look right at her leg, right past her knee, you can see her padding.
oh, okay.
Ooh, that is a. She needed like two or three more pairs of tights there, girl. Because if I can see that from here, no,
Mm,
ma'am, I shouldn't be able to. But she
yeah,
looks good.
sure. Scores.
The padding really. I
Oh, there we go again. Sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
I was maybe. I'm gonna give it to be nice a 77.
Mm, 60.
Ooh, okay.
I didn't like him. That
It was
was.
clean at least.
Yeah. Uh, Ginger. I want to know what Slaycation she was going for with this because
Space Station.
Space Cation,
She made it 2 hours before Drag
before
Race.
Drag Race started. And it
It
looks
is
like she made it
material.
2 hours before Drag Race.
It is materials on her body.
Ch-
I think
She's
we're
so.
just gonna keep that there because we already know what our
Mm-hmm.
answer is.
Child, she lucky she did good in the challenge because, child.
This is a winning outfit, technically, because she did win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I really have nothing to say about this look, honestly.
There's like you
Yeah.
can't even critique it. It's that
It's that bad. Everything about it is bad. The tights, the bodysuit underneath that, whatever fabric that is she's wearing even with the belt, it don't look cinched. It's just, no, I don't like
in the
it.
words of that guest judge from Drag Race Philippines season 2,
No,
episode 2. This is trash.
you're not gonna say that. No.
Oh my god, Logan's gonna watch this and just read me.
No. We shy away from that. Oh, but it's not good.
This is trash.
No. It's not good. I will say that. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I plead. You plead.
We all
We
plead.
we
We
plead.
plead. We plead allegiance
We plead allegiance
to
to move on.
move
We plead
on
allegiance to move on
to
to
Dolly
Vicki
Parton.
Vivacious. Oh, oh gosh. Oh no. Wait,
Oh
stop.
god. She looked
Okay,
like she's
stop.
about to sing it. She's about to make an apology video with that ukulele right there.
Oh, oh, stop. Stop it. You're killing me. Oh god.
Oh.
Now I can't unsee it. Oh,
Oh
oh,
my
this
god.
is.
And
Oh,
in
this
this
is.
moment, I broke Lana.
Oh, you did, because I can't unsee that now. Oh,
Well,
Jesus.
it's one of the better looks
It's a look.
that it is. It's one of the better looks on the runway, though. I see what she was going for. Like, I think like going to a dude ranch, very. That's kind of the vibe. I like the pink hat that matches everything. I do agree with RuPaul though when she said like I wanted this to be a reveal. I never thought about it that way, but then when I'm looking at it again, I'm like, oh yeah, this should have been a reveal to some chaps.
Like she should have took off that jacket and it should have been a chap since in a even a bikini studded diamond bikini top or something like that. Like
Yeah,
something.
but
Yeah.
it's cute.
It's cute.
It's cute.
I was tripping on the fact that she was like she wanted to go. She dressed them like in the like we cowboys in America. I was like, baby, what cowboy in America wearing that? Not even the gay
Dolly
cowboys.
Parton. Dolly Parton.
I was about to say maybe the drag cowboys are wearing that. I don't know. I don't know. But I was like, not even the gay cowboys are wearing that. Like,
No, I mean, you'd be surprised.
I mean, maybe I don't know enough gay cowboys. I don't know.
Neither do I. I don't know.
I don't know. But they go. She wanted to do Route 66 for a honeymoon. I was like,
You want to do Route 66 for your honeymoon?
Route 66.
Like when I heard that, I was like, girl,
I was
no,
like,
you don't.
it's not that big of a deal.
It's
like
just a desert.
a very
It's
long,
just a very long road in the desert.
road in the
Maybe
desert.
you'll see Lightning McQueen. He'll be like coming across.
Not
like
lightning.
He'll just go ka-chow.
You go see a tumbleweed. Like it's just hot sun.
Girl, just go to Radiator Springs, like the Radiator Springs part of Disneyland or something. If you want a good Route 66 experience, gal, just go on that Radiator Springs Raceway at Disneyland and you'll be fine.
Right. Or just go to Vegas and call it a day because Route 66.
Go to Vegas. It's cheap.
Go to Vegas. It's more
It's great for the open relationship she's in.
Ooh, for sure. I'm sure you can have fun there.
You know what? Go to Vegas.
Go to Vegas.
Vicki, don't do Route 66. Go to Vegas.
Trust us.
Just
trust the Americans.
You'll love Vegas. You will love Vegas. Or come to Disney World.
Or Disney World. Well,
Orlando's fun.
Open relationship, yeah. Open relationship.
Right.
Period.
No, ma'am.
No? Oh, okay. I was just having. But scores.
I'm going to give this an 80.
I mean, I'm just saying. You said come visit. I'm like, open relationship.
I just met as a friend.
Sure.
I just met as a friend.
Sure. Okay. I will give this. Yeah. I will match your 85.
Okay, we're moving on now.
We do. To Cara Melle.
Now, this is what we meant when we were talking about we wanted to see some sleek, sexy bodysuits.
Yeah.
Mama. This is literally Beyonce. I'm sorry. She is literally Beyonce.
Do you see that mug? Do you see that hair? Do you see that body?
The body.
She's giving,
no critiques. No critiques. I would wear this every day of my life for the rest of my life.
If I looked like her, I would wear it too.
Ooh, girl.
The glove.
I would wear this on stage.
Attached to the bodysuit.
You know what?
Like
my good Judy Jules is literally with Cara Melle right now in South Africa. They've been hanging out for the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to tell her, like, no, Miss Girl, ask Cara how much she's selling that bodysuit for. Because I need it on my body right now.
Baby, she looks amazing.
So good.
She did what needed. To be done. Period.
How are we scoring this? How are we scoring it, girl?
Mugda, Kundala, all of that. Like
Kundala.
Give me all of the ones that mean
for me, this is a Mugther. This is a Mugther for me.
Cup overflowing.
Because she sold it. Ocean Gate. Ocean Gate
is it's next to the Titanic. It is down there.
Mama, down all the way. And speaking of, I'm pretty sure the next one is our last one, Banksie. I love this. Again.
What do we say? A ski concept, but fashion.
That part. Oh my god,
She
this is so
she didn't
good.
so good. She didn't give us just a typical white snowsuit with the no. She gave us leopard print. She gave us a
Leopard
print.
snowsuit. She
Oh,
said,
snow.
if we're do you know how hard it is to make clashing animal print work? She has
Work.
a cheetah print bodysuit with
Mm-hmm.
a leopard print bikini,
Mm-hmm.
leopard print ankle warmers and earmuffs and a jacket. And it works?
Works.
This shouldn't work at all, but it works way too well.
And then she put the bikini on top of the bodysuit. Like, what?
How does this work?
What?
How does this work?
And this hair with the goggles and the hair.
It's too good.
Too good.
This is too good. It's too good.
It's
You
so
know,
good.
I don't have any critiques to even say. I don't have anything else to say about it.
When she walked out, I was just like, yep, yep,
Yep.
8.
No, like literally,
Yep.
we already knew. We already knew. This was Banksie's runway and Banksie's runway only. Like, love Cara Melle, but like, this was Banksie's runway.
They ate.
Girl.
I mean, honestly, these last two kind of ate the runway up. Left no
They really
crumbs.
did. Like, this is a mid runway. Like, it was a really decent runway until
But
these
these
last
two,
two.
yeah, Cara and Banksy stole the show on this runway for me.
And
So
with that,
if I'm gonna give her a Mugler, Cara Mugler, she gets a Mugler. She gets
she
the
gets him out there.
Mugler, Kundala, the Ocean Gate, all of that. She gets it.
For me, this is a Kundala. If Cara got the Mugler, if we only got to give out one Mugler, this
Okay.
was the Kundala. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, just
But both of them
like
are Ocean Gate, honey.
both of them are Ocean Gate girl. We know. We have way too many terms that even go past full. Like, what do any of them mean? Who knows?
Who knows?
They're whatever
But
we feel like there's. If we come up with one, we're gonna put it in.
it is what it is. That's how we roll here at the Cup. Period.
Right. We just have a good time.
We just
We're
have
here
fun.
for a good
But
time.
this is so good. It's so good.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely. And then after
yeah,
that,
we
we
have
go
the
on to the
judging
judges'
panel.
critiques.
Mm-hmm.
They said first group, you were decent. Oh wait, well first our winners. Where is it? Do we have the winners?
Yes, we do. We do. I will pull it up right now. Our winners are
Tomara
Tomara,
Thomas,
Michael
Michael,
Marouli, and
and
Ginger
Ginger
Johnson.
Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Deserved. But they had the most cohesive group. Cohesion. That was the word I was looking for earlier. They had the most cohesive group. It was so funny. Like overall, they killed it.
Oh wait, so are we saying Michael Marouli and Ginger was? Okay.
Absolutely deserved.
It was deserved. It was very much deserved. So good. So good.
Oh, yeah.
So then we have our bottom four, actually.
Which
and it is Vicki Vivacious, Banksie, Miss Naomi and Cara Melle. Because Kate Butch and DeDeLicious were both saved. Because they were
And then they for
best
some reason put Naomi Carter in the bottom, which we will get to in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
This felt this felt set up.
This felt
because
set up indeed.
Our bottom two being Cara Melle and Miss Naomi Carter. For what? Honestly,
for why?
In my opinion, it should have been Cara Melle and Banksie.
That's who I said. I was like, Banksie was messing up. Cara wasn't that funny.
Vicki was decent enough to where I would have
decent
said.
enough to be safe.
But I think that they didn't want to take anybody who had that front runner challenge win already vibe. They didn't want any of them going home, so they kind of put Miss Naomi Carter up as a martyr in a way,
a throwaway, to kind of just
yeah. And also with her leg, I think they just felt like this production felt this was her time.
I felt that was very rude and wrong because she did not deserve to be in the bottom two at all. She shouldn't have been in the bottom two. But like you said, I think this was production stepping in, doing what they do,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Like vibes, your knee
oh wait,
vibes.
oh I didn't
Ooh,
mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that, but
no
whatever.
worries. And also we also have to talk about on the judges' critiques, where Vicki and Cara kind of threw Banksy under the bus in a way,
I felt
which I don't.
Vicky more so than Cara, honestly,
I feel like
but
mm,
I,
I feel like Cara had to.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? She felt like she had to say something to back up Vicky if she
right.
wanted to even kind of try and salvage herself. It almost felt Alexis Michelle. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like when she was doing that thing to Darian, that's kind of how it felt. Of like, oh yeah, no, this wasn't my idea. Like I should have spoken out more. But if you ever say that, it makes you sound like an asshole
Yep.
on that stage. It makes it
Yep.
sound like you're not taking credibility for the fact that maybe you should have done that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, which maybe you should, but like now it's too late to be making that excuse now.
Yeah. But then
So
in the same regard, they felt like, and I feel like Banksy felt like she needed to, because Banksy kind of threw them under the bus, and I felt like she felt like she needed to
yeah,
do that because they threw her under the bus. And so I was like, nobody wants to take blame for their own actions and their own faults.
right.
It was kind of
Hmm.
weird. But I also felt like, honestly, I was looking at Vicky like, what? Like, if you felt you should have spoken up, why didn't you speak up? Don't get up there and say, I could have said
Hmm.
something, I should have did something, but you didn't.
Because then it
So
puts
that's
Banksy in a place where she feels like she's getting thrown under the bus to go home,
right. And it's like,
which
it
is
really didn't have to be that way. It's kind of
mm-mm,
dumb. But
yeah.
then after we go to Untucked in the workroom, that's when it kind of blows up because
Hmm.
Banksy felt like they threw her under the bus, and Cara and Vicky felt that she threw them under the bus, and they were like, "I didn't appreciate you on the runway throwing us under the bus," and she was like, "Well, I didn't appreciate you throwing me under the bus." Like,
Hmm. And it's weird that it was between Cara, and Banksy
what?
when
It
Vicky
should have
was the
been
one who
Vicky.
started it.
Yes, Vicky kind of did it, and then hit like threw the rock and hit her hands. Like,
She kind
you
of got
started it.
scot free.
Nope. I mean, not an argument. Nobody said nothing to her. And I'm like, you the one that started this whole thing with your. I should have spoke up more, but I felt like we didn't go in the direction I wanted to go in. I'm like, well,
Hmm.
I kind of felt it was weird, but yeah. So they talked
Hmm.
about it, and like we said, the bottom two was Cara Melle and
Miss
Naomi.
Naomi
Oh,
Carr.
Banksy storms off.
Yeah.
Boy, Banksy had it, but then she comes back and they kind of work it out, apologize
Yeah. She
for
just needs to take a minute to
overreacting.
breathe.
Right. And they were like, it's fine. We're good. So they go back on the runway. It's Cara, it's Naomi. They're the bottom two. And then we have the lip sync to
I don't remember the song. I didn't
Up
know
on
the
My
song.
Own or so. I didn't know this. I didn't think it was a good lip sync song,
They were like, "This
honestly.
song is a bop. It's gonna be so good. We know this song. We've been listening to it." I was like, "Ooh, it's about to be good." And then we got what we got.
Oh, up on my up, all the way up or something like that, or all up,
I
something.
don't remember.
I don't remember
Logan is
either.
gonna be so disappointed in us for not knowing this,
Right, because
but
I'm sorry. Look. He said you could have looked at the wiki. I'm sorry, I didn't.
like you could have looked at the wiki, Dave. That's exactly what he
Right,
would say,
Diva. You could look at the
Dave.
wiki and find
Dave.
out. I didn't. So,
We
but
didn't
I
because
didn't like the song anyway.
it was. I don't. It was not memorable for me to look it up,
It,
girl. Like,
exactly.
sorry.
I'm sorry. It wasn't a good song for me, and I was kind of like, oh,
Hmm.
it
Maybe
might
we're
not
a
be
bad
my
review
cup of
channel
tea.
for that.
Oh,
You
I
know
don't
what? But you know
know.
what? Dolly Parton didn't lip sync to this today, so
No,
Dolly
I
Parton.
feel like we are giving our very love work
Hmm.
dynamic here. That's the dynamic we're having right now. The love and work teams.
Oh yeah,
That we
very.
do just enough to get by.
Yeah, and you know what, Logan? If we know you're watching this because
We know you're
we know
watching.
you're gonna watch this review. Deal with it. Uh,
Period. Uh, uh,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
He's
And
going
with
to
that,
hate us. With
our
that though,
eliminated queen was Miss Naomi Carter.
I'm very
Which is,
sad.
I'm
I'm
so sad
very
because
sad.
I wanted to. Girl, we'll get to why I'm also sad later.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a very sad moment because I loved her. I loved her so much. And to see that she went out second was
Ridiculous.
crazy. Also, another gag, Cara Melle lip syncing 3 out of 4 of these episodes. But this is
2
her
for
first time in the
wins,
bottom.
2 for the win, 2 for, but her second time on the bottom.
She was low the first time, second time actually in the bottom lip syncing.
First one
First
was
time lip
a
sync.
win. The first one she lip sync for the
Lip
win.
sync
The
for the
second
win.
one
And then she
she
was
lip sync
low
for
in
the
the
bottom,
design.
and
And
then
then she won the
lip
lip
sync for the
sync.
one, and then now she's
And
back at
then
the bottom.
back in the bottom, but she won this lip sync.
But she wanted to lip sync too.
Girl,
So,
Miss Melle must be so tired.
She if they are they using her for a lip sync assassin? Like they want to just use her to take
Let me
folks
tell.
out?
I'll get in. We'll get into that in a little bit because this is the 4th season in a row where we've had a person of color on the UK be the lip sync assassin, and I'm like, okay, we'll love that for us. But yeah, no, this was definitely an episode, and I think with that, after the eliminated queen, we get into our draft update.
Yes.
And I am now out of the draft.
No.
I had Naomi Carter and Alexis St. Pete as my draft.
Well,
Wendy Williams.
Yeah. How you
Right.
doing?
So I am in the bottom with
Mm-hmm.
11 points
Ooh,
overall.
okay.
That's all I got to. In 4th place, we have Team Brandon with Kate Butch and Banksie.
Mm-hmm.
In 3rd place with 26 points, we have Esme with Cara Melle and DeDeLicious.
Mm-hmm.
In 2nd place, we got Brooke with 29 points, Ginger Johnson and Vicki Vivacious.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1st place, we have Logan with Tomara and Michael Marouli.
Good for you guys. Good for
And
you.
I am out of the draft. If there's one thing if there's one thing I'm going to do in a draft, you know what it's going to be?
Lose.
No, it's going to be I'm always going to have the first out.
Oh yes, I heard that about you.
On season 15, I had the first out and the second out. But I also had the winner on my draft. And then on Philippines, I had Nicole Pardo.
Yep.
And I had Cat. So I'm always going to have the first out, and I'm always going to have the winner or the first. But this time I had the first 2 outs.
Oof. Well.
So I was like, okay.
Okay.
Well, Julie.
Well, Julie, on that note, I think we're done. We're going to be back here next time. Probably about the same time next week to talk about all things Drag Race UK. Please follow us, subscribe. We didn't say this at the beginning of the video, but if you followed us, if you stuck around this whole hour and 8 minutes, then you should really be following us right now. Hit the subscribe button. Like, what are you doing if you're not? Hit the subscribe button, all the buttons, the share, follows, the notification bells, everything that shows us that we support us because we support you. Follow us on all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok because we are some funny people. So we put some funny stuff out there. So check us out over there. And if you just want to follow me and Dawn, you can do that. You see our Twitters down there. Follow us there. My Instagram has been in my thing the whole time. So you can follow me on Instagram as well.
My Instagram is the same as my Twitter.
Period. So follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Go down and hit that merch link below and get your cup mug and all of our other official cup merch. And pretend that. And all of the things. And I guess that's it. So if that's all we got, cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Bye.
We're not going away. There we go. We were gone. Yay.
We're leaving. We're going. Bye.
We're done. Bye.
Cheerio.